home for New York sports. 104.5 The Team presents Armen and Levack.
Man, I hate when Levack is right. It just hacks me off.
It's so often, though. You must hate life.
It's not that often.
It's pretty often.
It's at least not often when you go 2 for 2 on the biggest two stories of the day. On Friday evening from Saratoga Racecourse, Levack said this.
I'm going to go with Pharaoh, but I'm going to put him together with Keen Ice.
Son of a bee! Keen Ice on the outside beats Pharaoh.
Boom!
I had both of my kids doing earmuffs in my living room. I was upset while you were texting me in all caps. Levack is in the money. Levack is in the money. When you go third person, you better be making some money, and you did this weekend.
It was like 172 on the race, on that race. On that race, because I had boxed Keen Ice and American Pharaoh together for the exacta. I had thrown some other in. I ended up hitting the exacta, the trifecta, and the superfecta in the race. The only thing I didn't hit was win, place, or show, because the only one I did that on was American Pharaoh.
You might be the only individual that had some relief to the fact that American Pharaoh could not get it done and win on Saturday. The word disappointed was clear and front and center in my mind and in my vocabulary, both on Saturday and today, Levack. We were there on Friday. Yeah. There was a vibe. There was an energy level, and it was just killed, smothered, and smashed by Keen Ice on Saturday as he beat American Pharaoh in the Travers.
Well, it's funny because as I'm watching, I thought there's no way American Pharaoh loses, especially after we talked to Lafitte Pink Eye. Because he said, all the stuff he said to us on Friday, there was no way I could see a future where American Pharaoh didn't cross that finish line first. And then I watched NBC's coverage leading up to the race, and they, for like 2 to 3 hours, told you why American Pharaoh was going to lose.
Oh, lose, you think?
Oh, my God, that whole thing was like, and he traveled 73,000 miles back, forth, California, New Jersey, New York, ba-boom, 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 on Air Horse One. First of all, the fact that they called the plane Air Horse One, he should have lost. No, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I love it.
That is terrible. Though I know many people who would vote for American Pharaoh before anybody running for president next year.
Well, hey, maybe that's the most legit answer we could come up with as to why American Pharaoh lost. Blame Obama. Yeah, Armen and Levack, 104.5 The Team. You're home for New York sports. He's Jeff Levack. I'm Armen Williams. Lafitte Pink Eye of NBC hosted Saturday's broadcast from Saratoga Racecourse. He's been around racing his entire life. What is the one word he would describe after witnessing and being there on Saturday? NBC's Lafitte Pink Eye tells us at 3:45, joins us today on 104.5 The Team. That is number one Levack got right. Number two Levack got right is Tyrod Taylor.
Let me brush my shoulder off.
Tyrod Taylor is the starting quarterback in Buffalo. You've been telling us since June that we should be ready for this scenario. It happened today. Is it the right choice for the Bills?
Oh, absolutely. This is why I have been on board with it all along.
Of course you think it's the right choice.
Tyrod Taylor, he's a two-dimensional quarterback. That's what they wanted. They wanted the guy who could throw the ball and run the ball. You saw him do both in their final preseason, well, the third preseason game, but the final one that matters. And he's now your starting quarterback in Buffalo. I only wish I could have seen this coming months ago. Oh, wait. I did.
Okay. Do I have to put up with this for 4 hours?
Probably.
Gosh, man.
Probably.
I'm going to make a call to the bullpen and get out of here. You know what's really funny?
I get to leave. I'm the one who's right about everything.
My birthday was on Saturday. I had a wonderful birthday weekend. Somehow, some way, for 48 hours, I put down the laptop and I put down the phone. I stayed away from work. I woosah'd it out.
There you go.
And then by this morning at 10:35, I had 2 people tell me, hey, man, you need to go for a walk and just work things out in your own mind, and you need to relax a little bit. And I'm thinking, it's 10:35 on Monday. How am I already losing it? And part of the reason why I'm losing it is because the Bills named Tyrod Taylor as their starting quarterback. I don't get it. The Bills can win if they have a game manager, someone who runs the clock properly, and someone who does not make big mistakes to cost you the game. I just gave you the the opposite of Tyrod Taylor.
Oh.
He is going to take chances that could cost them the game. He is going to create opportunities where the defense can pick this guy off or create fumbles. Matt Castle will not give you as many of those. Castle is the safe option, and with the way the defense is, and as good as the defense is, I go safe here at my quarterback position. There's less risk.
See, I don't see it the same way you do, which is a big shock to everyone.
Yeah, that's weird. We should do a show together.
Matt Castle can't throw the ball over 15 yards down the field, so my safeties can still creep up. You want to be a running team, you have to at least have the threat of going downfield. After this preseason game, I was so sure that it wasn't going to be Castle. I was starting to worry that EJ had worked his way back into it, to be perfectly honest with you, because EJ took some shots downfield. But Tyrod Taylor gives you that multi-dimensional look. He 12 of 13 in the air, one run for 20 yards and a touchdown. He has that X factor that Rex fell in love with right away. And when you look at Greg Roman, this is what Greg Roman does. Greg Roman, he worked with Alex Smith. Alex Smith, not nearly as mobile by the time that Roman got him that he was in college and he was in Houston, but mobile quarterback who can throw. Then he gets Colin Kaepernick. The guy's got a cannon and can run. Big guy who can do both. This is his new little project. This is his new Colin Kaepernick. And if Tyrod Taylor does one thing that Kaepernick didn't do, and that's listen to coaching, this could be a marriage made in heaven for Greg Roman and Tyrod Taylor.
Do you like the decision of Tyrod Taylor being named the Bills quarterback? Levack is all over it, partially because he's been all over it for 3 months. Dang it. I don't like it as much. I don't have as much confidence in the decision. Where do you stand? Settle the score. Leah line 476-1045. Brought to you by LeahCars.com. 476-1045. Was it the right move by the Bills to name Tyrod Taylor as their starter in Buffalo? Because, Levack, you used the phrase of little project. Greg Roman wanted to take on this little project with Tyrod Taylor. Matt Castle is not as much of a project. If Rex Ryan has as good as a team as he feels that he does, that he talks about like he does, why don't you take the guy who is a veteran, who's been there, who's done that, is more seasoned than a quote-unquote project, in your own words?
Matt Castle, 6 for 7 in the preseason game. He averaged 5.4 yards a pass. By far the shortest distance of anyone else. If you want to run the ball, you have to threaten the teams now. You can't, if everybody comes up, you're not running anywhere. LaShawn McCoy will be hurt by week 3. You need to at least have the threat that you can go downfield when you need to. Keep those safeties honest. Keep those linebackers honest. Don't let everybody cheat up to the line and shut down your running game. Tyrod Taylor gives you a better chance of doing that than Matt Castle
does. Is it more of a testament to Matt Castle's lack of ability or Tyrod Taylor's upside of his ability?
More upside. This is more about Tyrod Taylor's upside. This is more about, when you look around the league and you see that the mobile quarterback is becoming in vogue again because of Russell Wilson in Seattle, because of what Colin Kaepernick did, when he was still running in San Francisco. And, even the Mike Vick factor. Everybody who signs Mike Vick, all they think about is big arm, runs fast. That's fun. He gives you that multi-dimensional attack. You saw him, again, break loose for 20 yards and score a touchdown on the ground. Tyrod Taylor, I dare I say Hot Rod Taylor, because I have a feeling that'll be my next prediction. There'll be shirts for Hot Rod Taylor in Buffalo.
Please no.
Very soon.
I cannot stomach you getting anything else right.
Hot Rod Taylor. If I have to make them myself, those will be out there.
Now that I believe. I'm
going to give it some time and see if somebody else makes them.
Should Tyrod Taylor really be named the starter on August 31st? You tell us on the Leah line 476-1045 as the Bills' starting quarterback is Tyrod Taylor. Matt Castle is second on the depth chart now. John in East Greenbush on the Leah line. Go ahead, John.
Hey, guys. I absolutely agree that Tyrod Taylor should be the starting quarterback. I've been a Bills fan since I was 6 years old in 1985, and I'm tired of the Bills trying to go the safe route. I want them to get somebody in there that can be a difference maker. I'm sure he's untested. He hasn't been a starting quarterback before, but he's the guy that, can build some excitement in Buffalo. He can get things going. He is the guy that they have a chance to be really great with potentially.
You know what? I feel like John just described Rex Ryan a little bit.
Well, I mean, and that's part of it, too. Think about the arguments we made.
Exciting, flashy. Yeah. He has a big chance to do something big.
Think about
Still has to prove it.
Think about the fact that one of the big things we said about Chip Kelly this year is this is Chip Kelly's team in Philadelphia. He is going to do things his way, right, wrong, and different. At the end of the day, if he's not here, you're going to know he ran things his way. Look at Rex Ryan doing the same exact thing in Buffalo, New York. He said from day you saw him. Look at him. Oh my! The way Rex Ryan looked at Tyrod Taylor is the way I look at Ronda Rousey. Like, ooh, the things that could go on here. That's what he did. He called this shot from day one. All I did was read love in Rex Ryan's eyes, and he's been ready for Tyrod Taylor the whole time. Here we go.
He's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. When I sing, it's bad.
Yes, you're not that on fire today, all right?
Oh, I'm pretty on fire.
Dang it, you are. Gosh, dang it, you are. Armen and Levack, 104.5 The Team. A New York sports football team today suffered heartbreak on their own account. They did it to themselves. Next.
Hey, it's producer Gonson coming up tomorrow on Mike.